Got another laser here that I was sent to try out, and the fact of it is I got this a couple of months ago and I wasn't able to get at it, and now I'm taking a week off from wood turning, so this is a perfect time to go ahead and make this video. I will say that I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not sponsored by the company, and they've not told me what I should say. I'll just test it out and I'll let you know what I think. So if you're not interested in lasers, you still might want to stick around, because my plan is to make things that are directly related to wood turning, and one of them will actually be the pieces for a wood turning, and the other one will be connected to segments. So if you're interested in segments and segmented turning, you might want to watch that as well. So what is this? It's the Atezr P10 laser engraver. It has a touch screen here with a magnet on it to hold it in place. You can run it off of one of the little micro SD cards, load the programs on that, and you can run it from this screen. It also runs off of light burn and laser Gerbil. I pretty much just use the light burn and connect it to my laptop to here. This has a work area of 430 millimeters by 430 millimeters. It came with an air assist here, and it came with the rotary attachment, and it has this little leveler out here in case you have long pieces, and it also has leg extensions so you can raise this above the rotary attachment. It's got a nice construction. It went together pretty easily, so I was happy with that. It was actually fairly simple to put together. That's about all I can tell you about it until we run it. So let's go ahead and get all set up, and we'll see if we can make some cool parts. So right here I'm cutting 4 rings out of a piece of Paduk. This is about to get pretty noisy, so I put the air assist and the air purifier on, and then I'll go ahead and speed it up to 5x. Alright, mum's the word. This is a Valentine's present. Well, that about wraps it up. And I want to get set up. I'll show you the other things I made, and I'll show you how they will directly be related to wood turning, and they'll be in some upcoming videos. And this is not going to be in another video, but this is pretty cool. This will be a special gift, and that's coming up really soon. So before I take it down, I want to show you two things that I've modified one already, and I'll probably do it to this one, but these are the extensions to raise it up so you can use the rotary device. You need to take the short legs off, put the long legs back on. There's 3 holes in each one, and you turn this over to do it, but they're still awkward to get these screws in and out. What I would like to see is those legs be extensions to these. I think what I'll probably do is drill through here into this one and leave these on, and then just put bolts on here when I want extensions. The other one, I'm going to flip the camera around. This to me is a definite must, and I'm hoping the company sees this, and maybe when they assemble these they'll do it that way. So let me get you turned around. Okay, I just spun you around. This is the wire that goes to the rotary device. What they want you to do is, this is the one that goes to the y-axis. They want you to unplug it and put this wire into it. No big deal, that's the way all of them work. But this comes with this stepper motor rotated 90 degrees, and it's pointing straight down, and there is not room to get your fingers up in there. There's really not room to get this connection in, plus you're kinking the wires. Eventually, after changing it a number of times, I think these wires are going to break. They're pretty small and delicate. So what I did was I looked at it, and I could see there's no reason that that motor could not be rotated 90 degrees. So now it's pointing out this way, so I could just plug that back in. But I've decided I won't do that. I'll leave this plugged in, take the extension, and then I can plug it in, and I'm not messing with this short stiff wire here that I feel could end up breaking. I'll just coil this one up, and then I'll fasten it over here with some kind of a zip tie or a clip or something, keep it out of the way. I just don't like this wire situation here. This goes into the motherboard. If this breaks and you have to replace it, it's going to be a lot of work. So I know that mine didn't just come this way. They all came with it pointing down, because I know somebody that has one, and I let her know that you could easily rotate that and it doesn't affect how it works. It doesn't care where that is pointing. So maybe the company will see this, and I know that it wasn't just 2 of these that came that way. I think the manual even shows it pointing down. I don't know why you would need to point it down. You don't need to point it down, actually. Alright, enough about that. So let me get set up, show you everything else, and then I'll tell you what I really like about it. Okay, I think it went pretty good. I liked how everything worked, other than those legs. I timed that. It took me 10 minutes to take these off, put the short ones back on. To me, 10 minutes is too much time to be doing that. I guess I get impatient. Air assist worked great, really helped out a lot, and I love this little rotary attachment. This was the easiest one I've ever set up, and maybe because I have more experience than doing it on the first one, but it just worked perfect. I calculated what it took to rotate the 360 degrees. Took me 2 adjustments, and it was right on. So I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't try that. I didn't need it. So with the pieces that I made, you might have already seen my video on how I designed a bowl. Well, this is the bowl in the making right here. I've got all these little separate rings. it cut those perfectly, just flawless. It just went right through them. That's a piece of Paduk. So then I made these, I don't know what order it is now, but I made these templates here. I will be using these on a turning that I plan on being my next turning. I'm not sure when I'll get at it, but it will be soon. So I'll use these. I may have to make a different size because I have to make the turning first, and whatever that diameter comes out is based on what these should be. And that's why I took those legs off of here, because I may need to cut those. Alright, here's the part I think is pretty cool. If you've ever seen one of these, that's a wedgie sled. So how you work those is you make wedges or buy wedges. I generally make everything I can, so that's what this will do. This one is a 30 segment device, or a wedge. So that's set up for that. That's 36. This is 30. So you get that adjusted like that. And now we're all set up. And this is accurate. And how do I know it's accurate? Well, here's one that's a 24. And I cut this on my CNC mill. I don't know where I put it, but when I was setting it up, I cut a 24 as well, just to make sure that it was cutting just right, and it matched that exactly. So you can make little wedges for segmented turning if you wanted to. The other thing is, I think my absolute favorite, it's that little a cup of love for my sweetheart. So probably give her that Sunday. That's kind of wraps it up. I hope you got something out of this, and I will see you soon on an upcoming wood turning.